My name is James Williams.
And what course is this for?
This is EDU 511, Integrative Instructional Technology. My college professor is Dr. Richard Dietzel.
And what is your location?
I am in City Beautiful, Orlando, Florida.
And what is the subject of the interview?
It's about the technologies that's used today in educational purposes. All the different technologies out there, all the apps and all the different things like 3D printers and different type tools that we can use in education.
And the interviewee?
My name is Jared Williams.
And what is your affiliation?
I am the son of this man, and I go to a public high school. I'm a senior. I am currently enlisted in the U.S. Air Force.
Okay, today, Jared, as he said, he's my son. He's almost 18 years old, be 18 pretty soon, and he's already enlisted in the United States Air Force upon graduation from high school. What we're going to talk about today is kids nowadays are really into the technology. They love it. They know a lot more about it than my generation. So I asked my son to pick one of the technologies that he could tell us about and how he used it in his educational pursuits in high school. So Jared, tell me, what technology are you going to tell us about?
I'm going to talk about Snapchat today. It's a big app. It's a pretty popular app. It's been very useful to me and some of my friends. It's very good for all purposes.
So tell us, you said all purposes, that sounds kind of general. Could you tell us more and give us a few instances of how you have utilized Snapchat in your educational pursuit? Like maybe there's some class projects or something or whatever?
Well, Snapchat, it helps you see your friends' daily lives. It helps you see old friends you haven't seen in years. It helps you just keep up with their life. And also, for educational purposes, I would say it provides a quick tip on world news. For example, economics project I was assigned earlier this year. He assigned a current event. It was a big project, about 100 points. And he pretty much wanted me to write a page and a half about something in the world, something that's happening in the world, news that's affecting the U.S. And I used the Paris shootings that happened about 3-4 months ago. And I talked about, when I went online to research it was giving me a little bit too much information. It was giving me pages and pages when I just wanted a page and a half. So Snapchat, it had U.S. reporters down there giving me quick tips on what was going on, what the situation was, and how it was handled, and how everything was going.
So how did you get an A on that though? I mean, because it gave it to you, what did you do with that information?
I wrote a detailed page and a half. It gave me details that were really insightful and it helped me talk about what was going on. It helped me explain so I could put maybe myself in the situation.
So when you write a paper like that, because you have to be required to cite and give references, how would you cite and give references for using Snapchat in your official paper?
Well, Snapchat also provides sources to where they got the information from. So I can just go to that website and write that source down.
You said it gives you more information than some other places. Why can't I just go on YouTube and type in the Paris shooting and get the same information?
Well, because YouTube it's too general. It provides too many videos. YouTube has billions of videos. So when you type in Paris shooting, it's going to pop up stuff sometimes that are unuseful to what you need to learn about. Snapchat is more specific. It's more right to the point.
And we said right to the point. What does that mean?
I mean, when you click on CNN app and you are looking for world news, it's not gonna go around the bush. It's gonna give you what you want and what you need.
Okay, so as a teacher, right now, this degree I'm working on, educational leadership, is guiding me to be qualified to be a principal or assistant principal. And I'm gonna have teachers working for me. And I'm gonna want my teachers to be able to utilize these technologies to teach their students better, especially a multicultural, diverse classrooms. Kids from all over the world speaking different languages, ELL, ESOL, ESL, all the different languages. We got ESE kids. How is this technology going to be able to utilize these kids from all over the different places, all over the world? How can this be helpful to them?
Well, Snapchat, it's not just for English speakers. It's for everyone. It's for every language speaker. Like you can have friends on there that speak Spanish, that speak French, that speak Chinese, whatever language that you speak. It's not general to one language. It's open to everything. And when you say helping ESOL students, I would say that there's plenty of things that they can do on Snapchat to help them improve their English speaking. Let's say follow more English speakers that are friends, you know.
So how would you suggest a classroom teacher to use it?
Well, let's say I'm sick one day or 2 days and I miss an assignment, a study guide, an important study guide for a test. And the teacher instead Snapchats the study guide and sent it to me. So I'm not saying where a teacher would send it to a student that's wrong, but I'm talking about a teacher having their own Snapchat where they can send it to the whole class.
Okay, so I hear all the positives, all these great things about Snapchat. Personally, in my little limited knowledge on technology, I've heard some things about Snapchat that's not quite up to where it needs to be at, and I'm sure it's quirks in the system that the Snapchat people's gonna have to work out. I heard that Snapchat is where you have some of the youngsters nowadays, they do things they shouldn't do, they regret later on. But just in my school experiences dealing with some of the students, there has been some instances to where kids, unfortunately, have taken pictures of their body parts and they have Snapchatted it to a friend. And that friend took it and froze it or whatever it is, which you could tell me about what that means, froze it, sent it to somebody else, and that image is all over the school. The next thing you know, you got a big thing, parents is upset and everything. Tell me more about that situation. What is it about Snapchat with this body part thing?
Okay, the reason why body parts are taken on Snapchat more than any other app, it's because they have about 10-second to 20-second videos to where you can take a picture of yourself, let's say, and the person can see it and it's gone. So you can't save it unless you take a screenshot. It's not a froze. It's called a screenshot where you take a picture of something that's a video. And they do this more on Snapchat because you can't repeat the video. You can't repeat the thing that they sent you unless you screenshot it.
So you're saying that once you play it, it cannot be played again?
Yes. They give you an option to replay, but you have to have a certain number of replays.
Okay, so you're the teacher right now.
Yes.
And you're going to talk to these kids about this incident that just happened in all these schools throughout the nation. What are you going to tell the students right now about the dangers of Snapchat?
There's plenty of dangers. Let's say you're trying to meet someone and they might give too much information. And the person that you're snapping, you don't know, because sometimes you can't see their face. They could be pedophile. They could be someone that's you don't know who they are. And you snap them your information. They come to your house. God forbid, whatever happens. Snapchat can be a very dangerous app, but for educational purposes, it's very helpful.
Okay, so where are you going to go from here? You went from, I remember back when you had a Facebook, and then you gravitated from Facebook, now you're into Snapchat and all that. Where are you going next? What kind of technology would you like to see come next that further Snapchat even further? Like maybe this Instagram I hear so much about or something. Where you headed next? Do you do Instagram?
I do use Instagram. I have a good following. I use it more. I don't post a lot. I just use it so my friends can see how I'm doing, because I lost because I transferred schools, so a lot of my friends have lost. So
but for educational purposes, how could you use Instagram?
Instagram for educational purposes, I could use it for, let's say I want to see a talent I've never seen before. I can go on that and I can see how it is, because maybe I might be able to go to it.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you today for taking the time out of your busy weekend schedule. I know your age group is usually at the court playing ball or something like that. I take the time to sit down here with me and do this interview. And I look forward to seeing it out there on my Wikispace page. I'd like to thank you very much, son.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy your Air Force endeavors.
I will. Thank you.